And welcome back to the channel, everybody. And sorry for making two videos so close back together today, but while I was out editing the other video I just did, I finished up, got it uploaded, and then jumped up on, just out of curiosity, to see what happened with Putnam CDJR and Burlingame based on my last video where we shared that they had $10,000 markups on the Dodge Daytona Charger EVs. Right out of the gate, before they're even delivered, they're already trying to nail people for 10 grand over, which is just astonishing. Talk about trying to kill sales before sales even happen. We call that the sales prevention department. Whoever's in charge of that department is definitely in full effect when they start sticking huge markups on brand new, wildly overpriced cars that people are thrashing on in the comments, just roasting to death on the internet, and then they come out and still think we're going to still search out the biggest dummy. Somebody just commented in my most recent video, there's a sucker born every minute. And I'm like, yeah, they say there is. And you just think, no, there isn't. But these dealers bank on those people. And I'm here to try to save any of you who may be wearing the sucker t-shirt and heading out, getting excited about something new, wanting to be the first one with it so you can be on TikTok or Instagram saying, look what I got, look what I got. I'm here trying to save you. Massive financial beating. So if you did not watch my video, not this last one, but the one before that I got up on Saturday, I go through all the financial, mathematical breakdown why you want to be very careful with what you pay for a car right now, especially when it comes to any EV based on the horrible depreciation. But here's what happened with Putnam CDJR. I went on the reviews and I saw TK literally just went straight to the reviews. And then some of you went to the reviews also and started to roast on them. And then, wham, I saw TK's video and I couldn't believe it. It's just like, such a gratifying feeling to see the work we do here on YouTube between TK, myself, and Bud of the Insider actually makes change. Not, I get it that we're small. I mean, some call us the third rate. What TK said, they called us third rate YouTubers or something like that. Bottom line is, it doesn't matter. Even though that video I put up only got 10,000 views, TK's video, and then it got to Putnam, and Putnam immediately, rather than just stand up and say, hey, no, we believe it's worth it. It's going to be, the coolest car ever built, and they should pay the $10,000. Instead, when they knew what they were doing was just bad, it's more bad on top of bad. Like bad all the way around with Stellantis, all the way around with the dealers, all the way around for the last 5 years. We're not in COVID anymore. We got stupid interest rates, and they raised prices to crazy levels. You've got an $82,000 Scat Pack with an electric motor that weighs almost 6,000 pounds that can get smoked by a Tesla Model 3 Performance or a Hyundai Ioniq 5N and countless other cars, and they put a $10,000 markup on it. Well, they went in and removed those markups. I mean, clean. Here, let me show you. This is awesome. All right, check it out. Here is the exact post that I saw where it did have the markup. I'll put the markup right now over the top of this thing, show you as of Saturday, which was yesterday, right? So depending on when this video gets up, it was Saturday of this week. They had a $10,000, boldly, proudly, $10,000 markup on this thing. And then a day later, I do a video, TK jumps on, which I love it when he does that, because, we got to get awareness out there. We're going to save people money. We've got to fight the fight. And some people are like, oh, you're doing this horrible thing to the dealerships, and you're hurting them so bad, and they need to feed their families. And listen, you know what? We got to feed ours. I'm sorry, I roll up to a $20 million facility and a whole bunch of people running around in there wearing Rolexes after this last bull run that they had, that I feel like at the very least the consumers should be able to bank on some semblance of alignment from the manufacturer to the general public, that if I go to Dodge's website and I go to the dealer's website, there's alignment between those two, that the price that they suggest it be sold for is not more, and if anything less, to the advantage and benefit of the valued customer, who is the only thing that's keeping Dodge and Stellantis alive at this point. And then why would you want to alienate them and piss them off and run them off and then do it with this new car also. So we will continue to expose more dealers. So check this out. Of course, you see the markup, and now you don't see the markup. A day later, it's gone. Now you see it, now you don't. And you know what, Putnam, good for you. Here's the deal. We're going to watch. We're going to keep an eye on you. Do things right. Treat your customers great. Don't try to gouge them. Don't add a whole bunch of add-ons, because I promise you somebody who's watching this video is going to show up at that dealership when these cars arrive and let us know if you stick $350 in nitrogen that you can go back to your service department and they'll do it for like $4 a rim or $4 a wheel or $7 a wheel, whatever the hell it was. Or if I walk back to your parts department and ask for locking Mopar lug nuts, that I can get them for under like $80, yet on your add-on sticker, it's, if you put it up and it's, $300-$400, can't justify that when I can walk back to your parts department. Somebody's going to call you out for it. Here's what you got to do. Let's bring back an image. I don't know how good the image ever was, but let's bring the image back where it's fair prices. We know we're going to pay. We don't have to pay 10 grand in just extra, a fee to get the thing that we can't get from the manufacturer. That's, I think, the biggest problem too, is we can't get it from the manufacturer because of the franchise laws. So you have a corner on that market to where you can stick whatever price you want on it and sit on that car like a golden egg, waiting for it to lay a golden goose. And if it doesn't, you end up sitting on that car for 385 days like I just went through in my last video. So how about this? Stay in alignment. Do the right thing by your customers. Let's bring back your image and reputation where we can walk in there and have a fair negotiation, not get some BS. Because remember, the markups before were, well, it's the last call. You're never going to get a Hemi again. They're never going to bring them back again. You're never going to get this car again. It's going to be a collector's item and all the BS, and it's going to double in value, triple in value, everything else. Now they're selling them at $10,000, $15,000 less. But they said all those things. And they used it's the last call. Now what are they saying? Well, it's the first call. If you want to be the first one, like, it's just change your story for whatever the hell it fits to be able to put more money in your pocket. I'm all for capitalism. I'm all for you making money. I am all for you all earning a living and paying your bills at those dealerships. Sell me extra services. Sell me stuff in the finance room and negotiate that price with me. That's the old days. That's the stuff we did. That's when we kind of, it was just mano a mano, man. We'd sit in the room and go back and forth over stuff. Would you like to buy the 5 services for the, first few years, whatever the hell, and at a discounted rate? We go through all that stuff, and you want to buy the Scotch card, and I'd say no, and then you'd say yes, and you tell me why, and before you know it, I'm walking away, and I've got a bunch of crap I don't need, or sell a jet or whatever. I mean, that was at least something we were face to face in, and there was not any confusion when I showed up at the dealership. But things have gotten out of control. So good job removing that. Here you go, $82,000. Here's the other one, $82,000. Markups are gone, everybody, and that to me is a win, because it's one less person that's calling in right now going, "I'll give you 10 grand. I'll give you 10 grand. I want that thing." Now, it doesn't stop them from doing stuff once they get there, but they publish the price. They need to stick with that price. And their disclaimers, I don't care what they say. Do right by the customer. If it says $82,175, that's what you should be charging for that car. So with that, everybody, this is why we do this. Once in a while, we have some wins. Sometimes we don't. But in this one, I consider it a small win, ever so small win. And we'll keep bringing it to you. And we'll keep publishing these dealers that are just trying to take advantage. We're trying to find the least suspecting, caught up in FOMO person out there wearing the sucker shirt that's going to come give them that money and then find out that a year from now they're $50,000 upside down in their car. And they want to go back and get the newest model or something, and the dealer says, "Well, I can only give you 35 grand for the thing. But you told me it was going to be the hottest price ever." Holds all the stuff they say. Yeah, well, it didn't happen. So with that, everybody, please like, subscribe, comment. Thanks, TK and Butter out there, for always supporting the things I dig up. And I, of course, will continue to support your stuff too. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.